A plane that crashed in Iran with 176 people on board was trying to return to the airport when it crashed, Iranian investigators have said. The Boeing 737-800 went down just minutes after taking off from Tehran's airport, leaving no survivors. An initial probe found the aircraft experienced a problem as it was leaving the airport zone, and was on fire. The crash came just hours after Iran carried out missile strikes on 2 air bases housing U.S. forces in Iraq. However, there is no evidence the 2 events are linked. Amid high tensions, worsened by the U.S. killing of top Iranian General Qasem Soleimani on 3 January, Iran has said it will not hand over the recovered black box flight recorders to Boeing or to the U.S. Under global aviation rules, Iran has the right to lead the investigation, but manufacturers are typically involved. Iran's Civil Aviation Organization chief Ali Abedzadeh said, the plane, which was initially headed west to leave the airport zone, turned right following a problem and was headed back to the airport at the moment of the crash. Mr. Abedzadeh added that witnesses saw the plane on fire before the crash, and that pilots hadn't made any distress calls before trying to return to Imam Khomeini Airport. He said the initial findings had been sent to Ukraine and the US, where Boeing is headquartered. Sweden and Canada had also been sent the findings, as their nationals were on board, he added. On Thursday, Oleksiy Danilov, the Secretary of Ukraine's Security Council, said investigators wanted to search for possible debris from a missile at the site of the crash following speculation online. The Security Council was examining various possible causes, including an anti-aircraft missile strike, a mid-air collision, an engine explosion or an explosion inside the plane carried out by a terrorist, he said. The investigation would include experts who worked on the probe into the 2014 downing of Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 in eastern Ukraine, Mr. Danilov added. Ukraine has declared 9 January a day of national mourning. Normally, the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board would have a role to play in any international investigations involving U.S.-made Boeings. But the board must act with permission and in accordance with legislation of the foreign country concerned. In comments published by Iran's conservative Mehr news agency, Mr. Abedzadeh said, "We will not give the black box to the manufacturer and the Americans. This accident will be investigated by Iran's aviation organization, but the Ukrainians can also be present," he added. Mr. Abedzadeh said it was not yet clear which country would analyze the black boxes, a cockpit voice recorder and flight data recorder. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said in a televised statement that a thorough and independent investigation will be conducted in accordance with international law, and that he would speak to Iranian leaders to step up cooperation in investigating the crash.